So hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Brighter Life Institute. I'm Alicia. I want to talk to you today about the Netherlands partial lockdown. The Dutch government on Thursday decided to impose a partial lockdown. The measure will take effect on a Saturday 13 November in the evening in a bid to stop the surge of the COVID-19 case, which is in a record high. Bars and restaurants will close early and sporting events will be held about audience under 3 weeks. People will be urged to work from home as much as possible, and no audience will be allowed to sporting events in the coming weeks, including the top-level soccer match. School, theater and cinema will remain open. A new lockdown will mean a drastic turn in the policy for the Dutch government, which until last month thought that a relatively high vaccination rate will mean it could further ease measures toward the end of the year. Around 85% of the adult Dutch population has been fully vaccinated against the COVID-19. Booster shots have so far only been provided to a small group of people with a weak immune system and will be offered to people aged 80 years old and older in December. So guys, the Netherlands has 85% of the adult vaccinated, and still the country are imposing a partial lockdown of 3 weeks and maybe more, as winter has not really started yet. It raises real question. Why is a country with so many vaccinated people are going on a lockdown? And how are people going to react to those measures? So many people got vaccinated to regain their freedom. Based on the Reuters news, coronavirus infection in a country of 17.5 million have increased rapidly after social distancing measures were dropped in a late September and hit a record of around 16,300 in 24 hours on Thursday. Is the vaccine really effective? And are we doomed to live the new year 2022 and maybe 2023 under restriction? Talk to us people that got the one and the second shot to go for third shot is coming fast on the table. But is this the last shot that we have been asked to take? Vaccinated and unvaccinated are again facing the same question and worry. Get vaccinated and get freedom, or not to get vaccinated and be restricted? But right now, the reality is vaccinated and unvaccinated are again getting restricted. One big question that we don't hear much about is, what is inside that vaccine? What are the side effects of those injections in our body? Only time will tell, as the data are not available yet. We don't know what is the side effect of those vaccines, those injections that we've been asked to take, that is linked to our freedom. A new type of anxiety called COVID-19 anxiety have found life in the middle of the pandemic. Many people are suffering from mental illness and anxiety due to the lockdown. In a world where technology is dominating our life, some of us may need to work with the virus. Some of us may need to accept that our life have changed and hoping to go back to the normal life before COVID-19, before 2020 may not be possible. But the question is, what sort of new world are we going to? As our democracy, our freedom is getting also affected. Our relationship with others and even ourselves have changed. Are we still living in a democracy? Do we still have the right of choice? Are our body still belonging to us? If the vaccine is being pushed to be the solution, should we all know all the conditions and effect that the vaccine can have on us after all? We are taking the vaccine to be free, to have a life, to live. But what if after taking the vaccine we get sick, we cannot have children, or we die? The pharma company are immune against any legal proceeding against them. Does this sound fair? What if our friends, our parents die from the side effect of the vaccine? All those questions are resurfacing in hearing that a country like the Netherlands, that got 85% of vaccinated people, are going on a partial lockdown and maybe soon to a full lockdown. Winter have not started yet, and is already taking place. We must ask more questions around this issue, and not to be in a rush to get back to a normal life that clearly we cannot have right now. Things have changed, and some of us are not seeing it and not accepting it, but we must learn to be resilient and work around it. We are not robots, and we are not sheep to just follow blindly what we've been asked to do. We must try to value our life more and value our rights more, as this is also affecting our rights, our democracy, our freedom. Is this a fair trade? Get vaccinated or lose your freedom. Protect other people, yes. But many vaccinated people are getting infected more than unvaccinated, and they can affect other people. So what's the point of this? We have the right to know what we've been asked to put in our body. We have the right to hold accountable those pharma companies that are producing those vaccines, and they should be liable by law of any side effect that people can get, and be liable for any death caused by their products. I'm not an anti-vaccine. But when we see lockdown happening in countries where the majority are vaccinated, we must start to wake up and start to ask questions. It is our life and the life of our community, the well-being of our society. Following blindly the crowd may not be the smart move. But we see all around the world people start to ask questions, and they should. They should. Vaccine came in the middle of 2021. Some of you have get vaccinated already 2 times, and you will be asked to be vaccinated a 3rd time. Is it the last time that you will be asked so? No, I do not think so. Where there is risk, there is the right for us to be informed. It is not good enough to just ask people to take something because there's a virus, because there's a disease. We need to know what we're going to put in our body. We need to be given the choice and the right to decide if we want these products with unknown effect, unknown consequence in our body, our life, what is in it. It is not normal to see a country like the Netherlands with 85% of people vaccinated to now go on partial lockdown, and it can be expected that the country will go to a full lockdown. And who is next? I live in Belgium, in Brussels, and it's expected that again all around the world people are going to be pressured to go on lockdown and to take more vaccine. And all of that is well. We want what is best for everyone. But what is best for everyone is for everyone to know and to be given the choice to know what they are taking. And I think there is something deeply wrong here right now. That the solution, who is the vaccine, is linked to her freedom. Some of our young people feeling the pressure to be alone, to not see the family, to be separated by their friends, to not live the youth, felt the pressure to take vaccine to equal freedom, to be able to go out, be able to go to the club. This is wrong. There's something deeply wrong about that. That simple things that we should have in a democracy is being linked to and be injected of something that we don't know. How far this can go. The world have changed. All our life have changed. But we are not asking any question, some of us. And we must ask the question, what kind of new world are we living right now? What is this all about? What is the consequence? Our freedom should never be linked to be forced, intimidated, or being imposed to take something that we don't even know what's the consequence in our body. What's the consequence for our young people to take those things in their body when the young people are not getting that sick from this virus? We are vaccinating children like at age 5. We don't know the consequence that has on their life. We don't know the consequence that has in the life of the people we care about. I have people I care about that talk it. And I'm worried about them. And I hope there is not going to be no side effect. But we don't know because we do not have the data. It is really strange and bizarre that the population around the world being asked to take something, but the data are not available and won't be available until the end of 2022. We have the right to know. We have the right to choose. If we live in a democracy and we have freedom, we have the right to choose to take it or to not take it. We have the right to know what is in it. And we cannot be discarded from the society to have access to restaurant, traveling, studying, work, because some of us do not want to take it. So I hope this message is going to help some of you to realize that we cannot be sheep. One of us asking question is helping millions that are not asking the question. This is serious stuff. It's serious to be asked to put something in her body and we don't know what it is. So I'll be asking some of you to take the time to maybe ask the question, why some country that have so many high vaccinated people are going on lockdown? When is this going to end? What is this new world are we living? Are we still in a democracy? Do we still have a freedom? This is Brighter Life Institute, a channel that was created to help all of us to build a better version of ourselves. Thanks for watching. I'm Alicia and see you on the next video. Bye.